Good morning. It is July 8th and we are finally waking up. It's about 9:30. If you remember yesterday, we went to bed pretty late, about 2:30 in the morning. We had some interesting encounters trying to get a campsite, which didn't end up going so smoothly, but we ended up finding a good spot that we were all happy with. We're packing up camp now. We'll be headed out of here shortly. We'll take in some more of the views as we're driving around, but for now, Tyler's deflating the mattress. Try to focus the camera out the door right there. No, I can't do it too well. I'll lean out in a second. Colby's rolling up his sleeping bag.
We made some new friends last night, though.
Yes, we did.
The buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
We got them on camera, though, but maybe we'll get some today.
I got a couple pictures, but there's our view straight out the front of the tent, so not too bad. Here's where we set up camp last night. So it's kind of in the middle of this grassy plain field right behind that big mountain. Slowly pan it around just so you can get a full-on view. Yeah, this is quite the sight to wake up to. And just like that, we are off for the day. Got everything all packed up. Everything's good to go. So last night, we just tried to set up camp where I showed you that we ate dinner. That didn't end up working out too well. Whole problem with that was the fact that backcountry camping sounded a lot more appealing when I didn't take into account the fact that, you know, there's mountain ranges and hills and dunes and caverns and deserts. So we weren't exactly finding many flat spots, and that's when we decided to check out several other places, all of which were completely full, and then ended up just driving around until we found a good spot. So fortunately last night, like I said, 2 in the morning we were able to get set up and get in and all that, but that puts us on the road now, so here we are.
There's a free hat there. Yo, free hat?
Free hat down there.
Free hat.
Now the one silver lining of having to restart with camp and everything last night is the fact that it put us back further in the park. So as we're driving out, we'll be able to stop and take all this in once again.
Ultimately, we survived. We still got good sleep, and we got a full 7 hours. And it was in a beautiful place, so... It was more beautiful at the time, yeah, but was it worth it? Part of life. It just made us more tired, so we got more sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I truly do, though, have no idea how I stayed awake during all that driving. That was almost 3 hours of driving, and we were lagged behind on time zones, but you know what? We made it. We're safe. We're happy. We're healthy. And not just that, but we're here. Like, that's just unbeatable in and of itself.
It says on a clear day you can see Eagle Nest Butte, or however you pronounce that, 30 miles away. I'm wondering if that's it.
Eagle Nest Butte.
Because that looks about 30 miles.
I know. Yeah, I was right next to the wall that was getting shined on by the sun. I did a close up.
I don't know if you can see it, but like right up there, it's kind of like a little rainbow up there. Might be able to see it, might not. Right there. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but it's pretty cool. Look at that setup. Mini on mini action. We're making our way out of the park now. We are headed up north towards Wall, South Dakota, where we plan to hit Wall Drug. We'll see if there's anything interesting. If not, I'll catch you there. More Wall Drug signs. How many have we even seen at this point?
I'd say probably at least 30.
We'll have to look it up and see how many total Wall Drug billboards there are, because advertising's got to be cheaper out here than Maryland, because there are so many it's actually absurd. We have finally made our way to Wall Drug. I've always wanted to go here because way back in 2016, 2017, something like that, my family took a big road trip. And we tried to go here. It closed at 8 o'clock. We got here at 8:04, and we were trying to knock on the doors, trying to get in, and people were literally just avoiding eye contact with us working inside. So I've wanted to come here since. I looked it up. There are over 300 billboards currently active for Wall Drug. Before this, there were 3,000 in the 60s. And in one 45-mile stretch of highway on I-90, it said there were 53 signs, and that's where they're the most dense. So there are over 300 currently today. Let's go in and check it out.
It's a big boy.
I like how it does have that old-timey Western feel to it, and it really is a drugstore at the end of the day. It hasn't given up on that part of it.
You should have never taken me here. I'm not going to be able to walk out without buying something.
Why go on vacation if not to spend money? Guys, look. The GTO card. Tyler.
Dude, the Model T car.
Yes.
This is how you know you're out west.
Yeah. This one's going on the car. One free per family. Look at that.
Colin, Courtney.
The fellas right here. They already look like they're about to drop the hardest album of all time.
It's me off that. I forgot your phone. Colby, this goes hard. Dude,
I need him.
Dude, the jackalope
My
smoked
fella.
meat stick. Look at that fella.
Y'all ever had jackalope before? You know how tasty it is. Look at that.
It looks like they have an entire toy store in here with a lot of interesting stuff. And some of the old model cars here. See some Corvettes, some Camaros.
this is where you got food.
The easiest way to describe this place is it's basically a drugstore turned into a shopping mall. It's almost like there's pictures of old history in here. There's main aisleways with different stores, candy factories, memorabilia, sort of trading posts, little chapel in there, restaurants, food, ice cream, fudge, outfitters, you name it.
Michael.
nice leather wallets here too, like genuine leather.
They've got a lot of nice leather stuff here. I was looking around in here, and you're actually more out in Western country, so it's authentic.
Absolutely. Dude, look at these ones.
No, these wallets, these vests. Look at that.
Leather. This is cowhide, actually.
All those vests and hats.
You think of this one? White, genuine leather.
Hmm.
Look at the boot section. Like, it's crazy.
$400 boots.
Pretty much no two pairs are the same.
The ostrich ones are like $500.
Yeah, look. Ostrich. $428.
This one's $474. They're nice though. They have them. They have the Cayman boots too.
This is enough to bankrupt the man.
Absolutely.
Like, each one's a work of art, which I love.
I know it's crazy. Look at the craft in some of these top ones up here. And then over there on the left.
Blood got the Caymans.
Goofy little fella. So the stuff that fascinates me is I can't imagine how long it takes to do all this.
Yeah, just a little bit of carving work. 5 minutes a piece.
5 minutes.
Yep. Maybe 10 for that one.
Do you take me back a 20-cent marshmallow sundae?
In this economy? No. Not possible.
Where's your key for that?
We're at the Wall Drug backyard now. Let's see what's going on. This is the ice water well that Ted Husted found in 1931, around which he built his business advertising free ice water. That's pretty cool. A lot of the billboards for miles on end say free ice water, and, well, there it is. The one and only free ice water from Wall Drug. Got that bison chili cheese dog at Wall Drug today. How is it?
It's good. I just can't pick it up, otherwise it'll fall apart.
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna have to be a fork and knife type hot dog right there. It's a pretty cool environment in there, and I really like my chili dog, so no complaints there. We'll walk around a little bit more, explore some more of what's to see here at good old Wall Drug in the backyard area, and then go ahead and make our way out to Mount Rushmore.
Dude, you never seen them? No, I had one of these when I was like 4.
So did I. I think I got it from Casa Bonita.
I had one.
I remember
City.
I used to accidentally pinch my baby fingers in this. And
I
get
used to as
blisters.
well, and it's it was like one of the worst pains you could.
It was a
possibly
unique
experience.
pain.
That's so cool.
That's fine. You show them the dinosaur?
Yeah.
Check out them too. There's a prince. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Look at them bad boys.
I got one last taste of the Wall Drug free ice water. We were here, you know, it's what they founded their business on. I was reading up on the history of this. They bought out the place, tried to give it a 5-year test run just to see if it would make them any money. Wasn't really doing too well, and then 5 years later said, you know what, people are coming across the desert, they're hot, they're thirsty, let's advertise free ice water, and that's what started drawing people in, and that brings it to what it is here today, which is a pretty cool story. I mean, you can read more about that online. They have little booklets here that I took one of. Anyways, yeah, it's cool to see how a struggling business many years ago took that long to, yeah, and finally took off, and I mean, now look at it. But
Do you know they made a pie crate?
No, I'm sorry. That was.
we are headed out from Wall Drug. Miraculously, I was able to find a parking spot out front like I showed earlier, which is really surprising given you can see just how many cars are driving by and just how packed it is in here. The parking lot has been non-stop packed all day, and it looks like this Chevy SSR parked next to me, which we were kind of looking at because I've always thought they're kind of goofy looking vehicles. And there she is. It's a unique vehicle. You don't see too many around, which is why we were kind of taking a look at it. But plans for the rest of the day just consist of going to Mount Rushmore and then going to Custer State Park thereafter, which is where we're staying for the night, which I've also heard is a beautiful spot. So it sounds like even though it is 2:30 right now, we have a fun rest of the day planned, so I'm still looking forward to it. Just stopped at Love's for some gas. Gas total was $79.01 for 18.862 gallons of gas. That brings us to 13.72 miles per gallon, so not too bad. That's better than we were getting last time. I filled up with ethanol-free fuel last time, and I think it liked it a little bit more. Regardless, we got a full tank. I'm gonna park the car, use the bathroom, and we'll head on to Mount Rushmore. As an odometer update as well, we are at 296,169 miles. The total trip distance so far, let me reset this, is 1,825.5 miles, so we are quite a ways away from home. Let's get on rolling, baby.
There it is.
There it is. Baby.
Here it is, boys.
Beautiful. Look at that. Wow.
Look at the detail.
I can't believe nature did this. Holy crap. That's amazing.
Incredible.
Dude, I guess the workers went up through here and worked on the faces.
Yeah, that's the elevator.
That had to be it.
They went up there and then that brought them to the top so they could work on it.
This is how they put the bricks up. So they would load all their tools up there and they would just pull them up.
It's kind of like a dumbwaiter in a restaurant.
Exactly. Dude, this is amazing. Wow. What a piece of American history.
I can't believe we're really looking at this.
I know. It's insane.
Life-changing.
We've made it here to Mount Rushmore. We're coming up right on it. Just parked the car. There you can see she is way up in the distance.
We're going to be climbing that.
We're going to make it to the top. We're going to try to climb into Abe Lincoln's nose.
I'm going to go pink Abe's nose.
Hometown right there. It's crazy to believe that all of this formed on its own, 100% naturally. Left to right, that's Barack Obama, Abraham Lincoln, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump. No, I was just kidding. That's George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and a good old Abraham Lincoln. We were saying, though, this is a level of patriotism that you just don't see these days. You're never going to see anybody that's so in love with their country that they're willing to look back at the history and the political figures and leadership of the time. And
we're all so divided now.
Exactly. It truly is sad, the world that we're living in, but it's still cool to see it, and everybody here seems to appreciate it. And we were just talking with a couple people that seem to be on the same page. We met a couple teachers who were big history buffs and talked to them, and they seem to have a passion for it, on the same page as well. It was also cool. We just met another guy. We were talking about where we were from, and he's like, oh, I'm from blank city in Maryland. And I was like, what are the odds? You live 20 minutes away from us, and we found you 1,800 miles away from home. But we found a lot of cool people on this trip. It's been really good to have interactions with all kinds of different people from all kinds of different backgrounds all throughout the country. That's one of the most memorable parts so far, for sure. Gone hiking on a couple of the small trails that wrap around. Some more points of view down here, so we're gonna go check them out.
Yeah.
I just love the pine trees out here. Their sunglasses are gonna have to come back on. Oh, crap. I dropped them almost. That would have been bad. Alright, we're good. We're here now at the bottom deck, walking along the Presidential Trail. Tyler and Colby here, and we've made some friends as well.
Yep, we're from North Dakota, so nice to meet you guys.
We just talked here for 5 minutes. We exchanged contact info. We had a good talk, and it's good to make friends. Each place we've been to so far across the whole country, we've met at least one family or group of strangers that we stopped and talked to for like 5 minutes, and it's just like, it's almost like talking to friends you already had for 10 years, you know? It's given me more faith in humanity than I had before this trip.
Exactly, just like be outgoing, meet some cool people. That's,
Be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So, yeah, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
That was a prime example of exactly what I said, because like a few video clips ago I was saying that we have good and like thorough interactions with everyone that we're meeting. A lot of super friendly people out here, and then look at that, we go ahead and meet some more. What are the odds of that? But hey, it was pretty cool. They were super nice and shared a lot of good stories and talked about our hometowns and all that. And like Tyler said, it gives faith in humanity if there's more good people out here. My homie George up there. Look at him.
Jorge.
The electrician in me is also fuming at this cable management. I need to look away. I can't keep looking at it.
Michael's actually steam is coming out of his ears right now.
Like I'm bright red, steaming hot right now. This right here is proof that OSHA took all the fun out of work. Look at him. He's having a grand old time. Look at that smile on his face.
Where?
Yeah, you're right.
Look at them winches.
That's what I was gonna say. That machinery is fascinating.
With the help of 2 other sisters who were there at the time.
And so much of it mechanical, no less. Saying goodbye to Mount Rushmore. Walking through the state flags once again. And as you can see, we made a quick little visit at the gift shop, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of good stuff in there. In fact, way too much to actually make it easy to decide on what you're getting. But we decided it's 6:47 right now, and we've got some time. We're headed to Custer State Park to spend the night, but Crazy Horse Memorial is right down the road, and we're here until, or it's open until 8 p.m., and we've got all the time in the world. So because we've got reservations set up, we decided why not swing by there. So we'll go ahead and we'll check it out. I've been there once before, and it was pretty cool. I'll let you know what we see once we're there. Well, here we are at Crazy Horse. Made the drive up, about 20 minutes, so not too far at all. Hopefully, we'll be able to see as much as we can, because we don't have too much time before it closes, but we'll try to get in.
See something?
Exactly, get to see one more thing, cross off the list.
So much of it wasn't. Like, a massive amount of time just wasn't.
There it is. Still in progress, as you can tell. but slowly but surely getting there. It's pretty cool reading up on the history of this place and looking around online at the story behind it and everything to go in. I believe it said it's the largest, if not one of the largest, monuments that's still in progress. Granted, I wish we could stay here a bit longer so we could read up on things, but once again, it was coming in at half hour before it closed. It's one of those situations where we kind of thought about it and said, when is the next time we're all going to be here? We might as well make a trip here while we can, because who knows if and when we'll be here again. So looking at some information, Crazy Horse himself led a tribe of Lakotas during Custer's last stand. This was started back in 1948 and was estimated to take about 30 years, and obviously here in 2024 it's not 100% complete, but there were apparently a lot of problems in construction. They were running into all kinds of obstacles, and that seems to always be how construction goes with anything, really. But yeah, it's still pretty cool to see, and the progress is definitely super cool. We're just looking through one of the viewfinders right here, and you could see just the attention to detail up there. I mean, there are full-size generators up there and everything, and construction equipment that's quite large, and it's not even remotely big as the head, so it's pretty cool. And just this little forested area is beautiful out here as well. The nice thing that I like as well, or that I think is cool about this, is that it's all funded privately. It's not given any government grants or not any kind of national park. It's really its own entity. It's pretty cool. This here is a smaller scale model of what the actual monument's going to look like once it's done, with the actual one in the background.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty awesome. There's a couple other small little tributes and sculptures outside. There's a piece of one of the towers here at the 9/11 Memorial. The Fighting Stallions is also a pretty awesome sculpture up here. Black Hills Nature Gates. This might just arguably be my worst parking job this whole trip so far, if not one of the just worst of all time. That's...
We just left the Crazy Horse Monument, which is pretty cool. Tyler ended up looking more so into the history than we did. We're currently headed to Custer, but in the meantime, Tyler, you want to explain to them what you were explaining to us?
So, from what I read on one of the plaques, there was a man of Polish descent in the area. And the plaque that I read specifically, I didn't read them all, didn't say why this happened, but this guy was invited by a group of chiefs to come meet with all of them, and took the invitation and got there. And this is going to be a rough paraphrase, but it's going to be probably 90% accurate. What he was told by the natives was, we want the white man to know that the red man had great heroes too, and told him stories about several chiefs and great men that were native, including Crazy Horse. And this guy was really touched by it, especially this quote from Crazy Horse that says, "My land is where my dead lay buried." And he thought that that was so powerful. He had 5 sons, 5 daughters, and a wife, and his whole family just became dedicated to kind of making this place and making it happen. Don't quote me on any of this, or at maybe a certain percentage, because I just read a few of the plaques. I'm no dictionary, no buff myself, but that's what I gathered from it, and I thought it was really cool. So, yeah, figured I'd share.
We have made it. We are in Custer State Park. We're just looking for headquarters now so we can pick up a map and find out anything else about camping that we need to know. Hopefully that'll be pretty straightforward, pretty easy, and we can have camp set up in the daylight, which would be a very nice change for once. So we've pulled down the road here. We are at the Game Lodge parking lot. It's very, very nice out. Probably about 61 degrees. There's a little Triumph TR6 right there. But we're down here in the Pines. Like I said, we're in the Game Lodge parking lot. Site GL35. And the Lexus Tried and True is parked right here. We're unloading all of our stuff for the night, and it's actually not right on the road front. It looked like it on the map, like it was off a little bit, and it is. Which you can see, there's our little tent pad right there, our picnic table, and it's secluded deep in the woods.
Do you know if we have showers up there or not?
I believe we do have shower houses. And a little laundromat, which I didn't know that we had
I might
either.
grab one tomorrow, or maybe tonight since we have enough time and we're getting here pretty early.
I might do it tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to get it lit up with mosquitoes and have to put on bug spray.
That's very true. I do have my stuff out already, so maybe we'll just do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't had a shower in a day.
And like I said, they have the laundromats too, so we can use those if we need to. And if you don't need them, we'll have laundry at my grandmother's house in 2 days. So.
Sweet.
Yep. Slowly but surely getting there. Say this is the most light that we've had while setting up a camp, and it's not a ton, but it's more than enough.
All the difference.
What I
Exactly.
like about spots like this too is you're still secluded, but it's not completely primitive. That's kind of what I like. You know, you're still away from the majority of people, but you know you can still get a fire going right by the river and everything. So.
And I was gonna say
nice.
you probably can't hear it on the camera right now, but there's that trickle of water going downhill, and that is going to put me to sleep. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
That is a sound that once I go to sleep to that, you can't wake me up.
Yeah.
Nice little white noise, all natural.
Definitely helps when you're stressed out or you're trying to fall asleep and you can't.
White noise is awesome.
It is.
Sleeping.
What's for dinner tonight?
Chicken Alfredo. It's pretty good. Just letting it cool off a little bit.
You're gonna be feeling that at 3 a.m.
Yeah, probably. Good thing we have a bathhouse close.
Yes, worth it though. Tyler, what's for dinner?
I got the risotto with chicken.
Not going the dehydrated route today. I'm going with my little beef stew can.
Never a bad idea.
They hit the spot when you need it.
I figured it's cool to have a freeze-dry meal when we finally have like a night to relax, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Outside of the can feels cool. Stir it up and go ahead and shut down. Signing off for the night. It's just past midnight. The day of July 8th is wrapped up. It was a good day today. We saw a lot of cool things. I think probably the coolest thing today to me, I've seen the monuments before, and of course they were super cool, but what I think I'm really getting out of this is just meeting some of the new people and making friends new and old, and the fellowship that we're forming among people that we're meeting, and hopefully, but maybe not even seeing again. It's really cool to see so many good people out there. It's really cool to make so many different connections, and it's really cool to just get out in this open country and get to see a lot more of what's here landmark wise, what's here people wise, and just taking all the beauty. For now though, we're going to bed. We got a somewhat busy day tomorrow, but I don't want to be too tired for it. I'll go to bed and I'll catch you in the morning.